What you're looking at here is 47 pounds of Minnesota Catlinite slabs that I've just received in the mail. That's my scrap pile right there. As you can see, I keep pretty busy here in my outdoor shop. Now, this pipestone is pretty safe to work with. It's a mudstone, and it doesn't require me to wear a face mask if I work outdoors. If I was to work indoors with any of this stone dry, I'd want to wear a face mask, and I'd still have to have an area that had good ventilation. What I'm going to do today is work on this corner of the table. I've got this piece here I carved a while back that's not quite finished. I need to do some detail work on. Maybe work on it around the bowl. I've got this piece laid out on a block. I'm going to make a belly button bowl with this one, and we'll be carving this from scratch from this block I received in the mail. It was already cut in this shape. These are scrap blocks from another pipe maker who I know. He's a Native American. He mines all this stone he knows the stone's going to a good use. Well, I'm gonna suit up and we'll get her going. We're not trying to read a perfect cylinder here. We're kind of going for a barrel shape where it's contracted at the top and the bottom. And I'm just trying to do most of the work with a power tool before I come in with the hand sander anymore. Prepared to drill my holes now, and I'm just going to center this by eye and experience, but there we go. Don't forget your eye protection, your ear protection. Oh, don't forget to plug your cord in. That's a key part of this. Starting the hole here is definitely tricky. You'll probably need to maybe hand drill a starter hole. I'll show you how to do that later. I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. It'll only take a minute. Still got a little ways to go, you can see there. Don't want to go too far. That's pretty close. I'll go ahead and start my other hole. Okay, we're getting close. Need to be real careful here now. If I go too far, even by a 1/8 of an inch, it'll mess the bowl up, the aerodynamics. I need to hit that hole exactly, as close as I can. And that's oh so close. I just need to go a little farther in to the top hole. And there we go. We have the holes connected. Okay, now I'm kind of rounded out the inside of the bowl here to open it up and make it a little more accessible. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to do kind of the same operation I did here, but on a smaller scale. We have to do the same operation as trumpeting, which really that's kind of what I'm going to do here, and that's strain relief for the stem. This is the stem hole. And if I don't do this, I'm going to end up having rock chip out of the edges around here from the stem being put in and out of the bowl over and over again. This is important. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to blend.
doing this by eye, surface. So any place that there are angles from tools, so basically I'm getting rid of the tool marks. Okay, I think I'm about ready to switch over to the 500. Now we're pretty much done with our blending. Know when to say when, people. Don't keep sanding on something forever. Oh, it's hard to stop. Find out soon enough. And the most difficult problems you'll run into is knowing when to stop sanding or cutting or polishing. It's hard. It's difficult to know when to say when. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Here we go with the 500. Oh, nice. Boy, the more you polish it, the more the color variation and inclusions in the rock come out. I got a really nice inclusion. Some bone, white, yellow, black inside the pink waxing. I've already got stems pre-made. I try to use the same size hole, and I make the stems probably 50 at a time because it's an involved process. Takes quite a bit of time. I'll show you that in another video. But, we're going to do the burn off of the belly button bowl. That involves moisture come out of the 1,000 degree flame. I just held it in place. I just kind of want to heat it slowly so as to release the moisture. Now what we're doing is, this is a very important step, not just because it's going to have a nice finish when we're done, because we want to get this nice and hot. We want to burn all of the moisture out of this pipe before anybody smokes it. The idea there is because if there's moisture inside the stone and you heat it up really hot, it will burst. So it's important to burn these pipes off. And once again, not holding the torch in place too long when it's hot. You want to be sure and get it thoroughly everywhere and all up inside the bowl. Starting to get pretty hot now, so you probably won't be able to handle it too much longer without gloves. That heat will spread to the inside very slowly. We want the inside to get real hot also. It's going to take a minute. I think I'll see some moisture in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little more heat to the bottom of the pipe there. Maybe down in there as well. Now, I'm going to put a glove on and we'll take a look down in there. Get out of my own mixture of beeswax and mineral oil, and it's food grade mineral oil and all natural 100% beeswax, and I make these little buttons just because they're easy to handle. I buy the wax in big blocks. I'm going to heat this pipe up so we get a good burn off. I wouldn't want it to burst on anyone. When they were smoking it, burn off's important. Okay, here we go with the wax. It's like magic. These pipes will get a patina from the oils in your hand the more you handle them, and they become more beautiful over time. They get darker and they become really lovely. I've seen some that are 20 years old that are just beautiful. from having been handled by so many people. And you can see what's going on down in there. I've already got enough wax in there. I'm looking to see where it's flowed and where it hasn't. And I'm turning the piece to get the wax everywhere I need. Now, this wax will burn off when you initially smoke out of this, but like I said, it's all food grade materials and it's not going to hurt you. And the wax will remain on the outside of the pipe to some degree. But like I said, it's not necessary to wax these pipes later on, as long as you're using them. If you're just displaying them, you need to handle them once a week. You know, short of that, yeah, you might re-wax it. I just kind of want to wipe up the excess wax, especially from down inside the bowl. We don't want too much in there. She's polishing up quite nicely. Alright, I've got a stem here that'll fit, just to see what it looks like. And there we have our belly button bowl. Got this pipe here that I carved a while back. Got this apple-shaped bowl going here, but I kind of want to put the finished details in here that I've got marked out. Here we go. This is called an apple bowl. It's an apple-shaped bowl. Very interesting shape. Tobacco pipe that I copied. And there it is, one table pipe.